Alright everybody, welcome back. So last week we looked at customizing the web photo gallery and how we could add our own logo to one of the web photo gallery templates. Well, this week we're going to take a look at how we can start using some of the information in this web photo gallery page that we see here in the settings page. It actually creates a gallery. How we can start using and moving some of this information on our templates to actually put it where we want to put it instead of maybe where Photoshop thinks it should go. So first thing we'll do is open up the web photo gallery automation here. It's right under File, Automate Web Photo Gallery. And you're going to see a few things here, and I just want you to draw your attention. You'll see site name, you'll see photographer, you'll see email address. Let's say I put Matt at somewhere, and let's just for grins, let's spell that right, somewhere.com. And let's see, source images, we'll leave that the same. Site gallery, let's put this Matt Knapp tutorial. Just for grins, let's not use a uppercase letter there too. And let's see, photographer, I'll leave it as Matt Kloskowski, and in fact, let's just change it to Matthew Kloskowski. And then the date today is 5/25 of 05. So there you can see some settings that we get to put. Well, Photoshop actually remembers these, and there's something called a token inside of these gallery templates that we looked at last time that actually tells Photoshop where to put this information. So we're going to get a little bit technical on you here. Unfortunately, it's got to be done if you want to start learning how to modify these things. So first thing you want to do is find your Adobe Photoshop CS2 application folder. So if you're Mac or PC, Mac it's in your program files, or Mac it's in your program files. You Mac people are killing me right now. PC people, it's in your program files. Mac it's in your applications folder. Find your Photoshop CS2 folder. Then go to presets. Then go to Web Photo Gallery. And then the one we're working with is called Horizontal Neutral. And you can see here there's several HTML pages here. So this is what Photoshop is using as a template to create your web photo gallery. This isn't the actual gallery itself, it's just a template. Now we're going to have to go in here and edit some of them. So I use Dreamweaver, and the page I want to edit is this index page. So I'm using Dreamweaver. Again, hopefully we're not going to get too crazy for you here. It's just some HTML. It's really not too hard if you've ever created a website before. Alright, so you can start to see this is the index page. Well, you can see a couple things right off the bat here. Title. And notice how it's got these little percent signs in front and back of it. Thumbnails have little percent signs in front and back of it. Those are called tokens. Now, I'm going to go into Photoshop's help file and kind of try to show you what a token is. So if you go into Photoshop's help file, just do a search on token, and you'll see here on the left side web gallery style tokens. Just click on that, and I'm going to go into compact view so we can see it. And this just tells you all the various tokens that Photoshop will use. So you can scroll down here and you can see we've got one for photographer. We've got another for page. We should have one down here for title. And then there should be one up here maybe for something like date. Yeah, there we go. So there's date. So these are all tokens, file info, file name. These are all things that we can put into our files here. So that's just where you can find more information about it in the help file. Let's get back into Dreamweaver. And what I've decided is this is where Photoshop will put thumbnails. You know what? And I'm going to run the web photo gallery just real quick here just so I can show you what I want to change here. So let's open up Photoshop and let's run Web Photo Gallery. And it's going to create a photo gallery for me here. And what I've decided here is I want to put my name. Notice how it puts it up here? That's the photographer name. That's the name of the gallery that we gave it. Remember how we called it Knapp Tutorial? That's the name. Remember how I appended HEW instead of Matt, I typed in Matthew. So, and then there's my email address that I just typed in. So Photoshop uses these tokens to know where to put this stuff. So what I decided I want to do is, let's say I want to put my name and email address right under the thumbnails down here. Well, I need to find the right page for that. I've looked through the files here, so there's no easy way I can tell you to do this except you're going to need to look through the files and try to figure out what Photoshop's doing. I figured out it's using this index page to put those thumbnails, and you can see here, right there, there's the thumbnails token. So Photoshop is putting thumbnails there, so right under it, I'm right inside of an HTML table here. I'm going to create a new table row, TR, and I'm going to say align equals center, just like the one up top does, and then I press enter. So now I've got a new table row, and then I'm going to create a new table data cell. So I'm just going to type in TD and press enter. So I've got a table row, and then I've got a table data cell right in there. And then right inside of it, I'm going to type in percent photographer and percent. And if you remember back to our little look at tokens here, photographer is indeed one of our tokens. So that's what I typed in there. And then I'm going to type in a hyphen, and then I'm going to type in percent email, and I'm really going to try to spell it right, and then percent again. So now I've got 2 tokens in here, and when we run this, first of all, I'll save it. So Control S to save it. I'm in Dreamweaver. I saved that file. I've actually made a modification to it. Now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to delete all the files from my web photo gallery that I just created. I didn't actually delete the web photo gallery template files. I deleted that new folder that I created that holds my website. I'm going to go back into Photoshop, choose File, Automate, Web Photo Gallery, and we're going to leave everything the same. In fact, let's just change it. Let's change it back to, well, call me Maddie K. And that's what my friends call me. And we'll change that, and then we'll type my email address, and we'll say mattek@somewhereelse.com. Click on OK. Photoshop's going to go through and create that website for me, and look what it did. It actually put that information right at the bottom of my thumbnails here. So it bumped a couple of them over, and that's really an HTML issue. It's pretty easy to get around, but I really can't teach you HTML here. But if you know how to use HTML, you can get in there, and you can actually start laying this stuff up, laying this stuff out a little bit better. So, but that's an easy way. Notice it remembered my photographer name here, and it remembered my email address, and that's where it put it. So that's what tokens are, and that's how you can get into your Photoshop web gallery templates and really start modifying them and customizing them to create your own websites. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and in fact both of these tutorials on the web photo gallery, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks.